trying to learn as much as we can about political prisoners or whatever they have done for us, because nowadays realize there's a lot of things that, you know, a lot of people that done for us that's not here to tell us about it, you know, and by coming down here is basically learning what we have missed on and what we basically are missing on right now and try to wisen ourselves up a little bit better.
Right, and maybe they'll be free so they can tell us from there, you know what I mean?
Right, from the truth point of view, their point of view of how things really happened back then.
Yeah, you know.
I recognize your name. I mean, you were a political prisoner once yourself. Military resistance.
I was GI, drafted into the Army in 1968, given orders to go to Vietnam. I refused to go to Vietnam along with 5 other GIs. I was part of the Fort Lewis 6. So I know about the question of political prisoners from the inside.
Some of us who have come here are former political prisoners, or we're the wives of former political prisoners, or their children, or the children of current political prisoners, their comrades, their daughters, their parents. And those of us, including them, who have given our all to expand this little perverted notion of democracy they have in this country. We started when there was a country that only allowed in many regions white people to vote. The violence against blacks was the order of the day. We helped pull apart that vice. We helped open it so that some of you who are now in college could actually go to college. So some of you who are now working for the Secret Service could actually be hired by the Secret Service. There is nothing, however, like nothing like the transformation in values that we put our lives on the line for.
We rocked this mighty imperialist country to its foundations. And one of the reasons we know that we rocked it to its foundations is that they still today look back to the 1960s and talk about all the horrible things. When you look at the people who run the system today, they talk about all the horrible things that happened back in the 60s. So we gave them a lot of trouble. So that's part of our impact. I think these political prisoners actually represent another part of our impact, and that some of the people who struggled then have been criminalized and are still in jail. But as you can see today, they're serving as a bridge to a new generation. Because a lot of people who weren't even around when some of the Black Panthers are in jail, or some of the fighters from the Puerto Rican National Liberation Movement were in jail. A lot of these people here weren't around then. But now they're a part of the movement demanding freedom for these people who fought for freedom before they were even alive. So these prisoners are serving as a bridge to the new generation. I think that's another part of the legacy of the struggle that my generation.
To this day, I still don't understand a lot about Black Panther. You know, I have walked through here